Hey, what's going on? Nick Unsworth from lifeonfire.com. I'm in Tempe, Arizona. So fired up because I'm about to attend a Genius Network event and we have a live cast happening that is going to totally blow your socks off. And I'm going to go bust in on Joe Polish, see his office, see what's going on. So follow me. Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
What's going
I've been
on?
waiting for you. How's it going?
Going good.
Awesome.
Boom.
All right, we're on video.
We're on vid.
So, what's the story?
So I want to see the digs. Show me around. Let's bring people behind the scenes.
This is the Piranha Marketing Headquarters. Right when you walk in, you got a big piranha there, of course. All right. Now that's Gina, and this painting over here I must show. This was the painting that Dr. Seuss had at his home, which he actually painted, but it was Strugel von M, and he used to trick people into that. But I could spend a lot of time with that. I've got pictures of me, of course, with famous people. It somehow instills the belief that I'm important if there's pictures of me with Stephen Covey and Paul Abdul and Clinton and Jay Leno and gosh, Desmond Tutu, Richard Branson, you know, all this stuff. So that's just my ego requires that. But let me take you around Piranha Marketing Headquarters. So we've got things that are set up because we're having a Genius Network meeting that's starting tomorrow in the morning. So we actually have food and various things where we put drinks for people. But there's all kinds of books and courses.
Is that a coffin? That piece?
It looks like a coffin. It could be. It could be.
Right?
It could be. But there's weird, bizarre stuff everywhere. And I've got I gotta point out a couple of things. So you know the motivational posters that people have. This one's one of my favorites. It says the secret of success. What is the secret? Pretend you've already achieved it, then offer to sell the secret to others. So that could sum up a lot of the self-improvement industry. Is a bunch of people selling things that they themselves have never done. Now this is an 11,000 square foot building that I own. All of this is a byproduct of me starting out as a dead broke carpet cleaner, living off credit cards, learning direct response marketing because I needed to eat, I needed to survive, and I ended up turning this small cleaning company around. I was in love with marketing and I started teaching it to other people, and that started in 1994. So I've been doing this for over 20 years, and all of these books are clients and Genius Network members, the #1 selling Nightingale Conant program, Piranha Marketing, and my buddy, Thrive from Ariana Huffington, which I helped run the Thrive campaign. Bill Phillips, this guy who wrote a book years ago called Body for Life. I was his marketing consultant on and off for over 13 years. And there's this stuff everywhere. So we've got a whole team of people that are here, and they're hiding away so that they don't have to be on camera. But I've got my same assistant, Eunice. Eunice, are you back there by chance? She's not going to say anything. She's been my assistant for like 19 years. She's awesome. And so we have a whole team of people. And what I'd like to do is take everyone upstairs and we'll show you.
There's one pit stop. I keep hearing about this bathroom.
It's pretty crazy. Well, we'll show you. Let's
we got to show it.
Yeah. So I mean, I even have a bedroom built into this office, and so yeah. See, look, here's some of our posters, which came from Despair, a company called Despair. Motivation. If a pretty poster and a cute saying are all it takes to motivate you, you probably have a very easy job, the kind that robots will be doing soon. And then demotivation. Sometimes the best solution to morale problems is just fire all the unhappy people. It's actually not bad advice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so there we go. Okay, we got Yoda here on the wall. So here is this is the bathroom. I had to get this urinal from Europe. It's I like it. People, everyone that comes in here wants to take a picture of it. We bring the women in here so they can look at it too. And yeah, that's it.
Does it spray water too or no?
No, but we do have a bidet upstairs. I have a bidet upstairs. In here is one of my libraries. Okay, this is a conference room. There's over 2,400 books in this office. They've all been cataloged, on a system where we can find all the books on every subject matter. Old books, tons of books. I've read over 1,000 books. So I've not read every single book in here, but they're, who you are today has a lot to do with the books you read, the people that you hang out with, and the actions that you take from a result of seminars, courses, whatever form of education. So
have you marked these things up? Are these
yeah.
the ones you've gone through? And do people take them out and borrow them? And get to see your inner workings on the pages?
Some of them. Some of the books that I could never afford to have disappear, I actually keep at my house, or I keep locked up in an office that I have upstairs. But yeah, there's a lot of them here, and a lot of my staff, they love going through the books that I've read with my highlights and with my notes. I'm trying to think of which one I could pull out that I could show you, but
what would be, off the top of your head, a book that someone should read? Just something, first thing that comes to mind.
Wow. Winning Through Intimidation by Robert Ringer.
Okay.
That book was originally written in the 70s. There's been an updated version. To be or not to be intimidated is how they changed the title, because it wasn't a book that was teaching people how to intimidate other people. It was a book that was really teaching you how not to feel like you have to go through the ranks in order to be quote unquote qualified. So that's a great book. You know, a lot of books by Dan Kennedy. You know, The Ultimate Sales Letter is a great book. You know, Ogilvy on Advertising is an absolutely fantastic book. The Robert Collier Letter book. And now I'm naming books that are older. You know, newer books. One of my all-time favorite books is The War of Art by my friend Stephen Pressfield. Just a fantastic
Resistance.
Totally.
That reframed so much. You know, it's crazy.
Driven to Distraction by my buddy Edward Hollowell. He's the top ADHD psychiatrist in the world. You know, another one of his books, Delivered from Distraction, that sort of stuff. There's just books are awesome. But you know, if you don't have thousands of hours to read books, I mean, you can go to I Love Marketing and listen to our podcast.
And I want to see, before we head upstairs, is there the vault? So you are a product of what you read, and also don't you have like this vault of like info products or like?
Yes, I do. But Gina is you know, let me see if it's. Well, I'm going to show you guys something funny on video.
I just think
I think it's locked. Okay. Yeah, it is locked.
The vault is
right now because I have over $300,000 worth of courses and things that I have bought over the years. And so you'll know, video people. Sorry, I have video people. Isn't that funny? I'm only talking to one person right now. I have spent over $100,000 a year for over 15 years on seminars, courses, training. So I'm one of those people that believes the greatest investment you could ever make is in your own knowledge. And it certainly has come back for me. And so I filter through a tremendous amount of stuff because, one, I'm a little crazy. Secondly, I have insatiable curiosity, and I'm always trying to get an edge. Gina, do you have the ability to open up the vault back there?
And I wanted to see the vault, because what I love about you is that you've done all this reading, all this learning, invested all that time, and then you do things like create courses to make it easy for us to catch up.
Yeah.
And so, I mean,
go through here.
You know, $25,000 to be, you know, part of your group and then to glean the knowledge. And it's the pace at which I'm able to cut years and shave off time off of my career is incredible. And we've got that live stream coming up, the I Love Marketing live cast, that we're going to share all the details with you about that too. So, and that thing is going to take that vault and put it into an hour. Maybe not all of it, but
no, a lot though. And see, you made a really good point. And see, smart people measure the value of information not by the pound, by how much quantity it is, but the quality of it. And if you want diamonds, you're going to do a lot of sifting through a lot of stuff. And what I tend to do, and I think even what you do with your clients, is you sift through all of this stuff, the good, the bad, the ugly. You pull out what are the essential things that are the most important and most valuable to people, and you present it to them. That's what we sell. We sell wisdom. I mean, data is available everywhere, all over the internet, but the most expensive information in the world is bad information. So out of all the stuff that I've gone through, I try to find the very best information and share it with the world. So we'll go back to... Thank you, Gina.
You are welcome. I showered.
Now, this is funny, but it says Gay Street here. This is actually the name of a street in San Francisco, and Tim Ferriss actually sent me that picture. I don't know what he was trying to say. You're going to see tons of boxes in here because we're right in the middle of changing. We're building a float pod showroom in this next room over, which we're not even going to show you that because there's construction going on. You can even hear, if you listen closely, there's saws going on. Coming in. So in here we've got file cabinets, which is the greatest swipe file of sales letters, promotion campaigns. We've got courses all over the place up here. We've even got old audio cassettes here. We've got boxes filled with tapes and DVDs. All of these things here are much of my information products and books and courses and things that we've sold over the year. Just like literally thousands of, you know, just different courses on everything from real estate to the stuff I've sold to professional cleaners to conferences that I've done over the year. Look at that fancy picture of me. And, you know, just so much stuff. So there's you know, this place is just filled with archives of things. And the reason that I keep a lot of this, some people are like, why don't you scan it? Well, we have. I mean, if you saw our electronic files, you'd probably want to throw up. There's so much of it. But I like holding stuff. I like seeing stuff, seeing how it's packaged, because marketing is really, you know, how you package it and how you present it. So these file cabinets are just filled with awesome things. Like Gary Halbert. This is, you know,
He's got his own drawer.
Yeah, he's got his own drawer.
You know you're doing good when you've got a drawer in Joe Polish's vault.
Yeah.
That's a goal.
Well, there's a couple people. Dan Kennedy even has. Oh, I'll show you one thing over here as an example. So this right here, back in 1997, I started working with Bill Phillips, and everything we did was via fax. So when he first hired me for consulting, I was $3,850 a day for consulting. Now I'm $25,000 for half a day. And our whole communication, because there really was no email back then.
Yeah.
I mean, some people had email, but it was only the total computer geeks that had email back then. And so everything we did was communicate via fax. And so all these green binders are all of the fax communications that I had with Bill Phillips
It's got to be a real strain on your eyes reading those things. I mean, they're blurry.
Well, some of them were thermal fax paper, but most of them were print. But I've scanned it now. Yeah. A lot of these things. But it was a whole documentation on everything that we had consulted on that took him from 60. When he first hired me, he was doing 60 million a year in revenue, and he went to over 200 million a year in revenue in less than 2 years. And then he sold the company for $300 million back in 1999. That's
pretty good.
And so I've got the greatest amount of research on how to build an exercise supplement nutrition company of probably anyone in terms of blueprint. So, and not just from here, but many of the clients I've worked with. So there's some gold in
a couple nuggets in there.
Yeah. This is always funny too. Apathy. If we don't take care of the customer, maybe they'll start bugging us. Now I don't believe in any of that stuff. Like literally, I think it's funny. But we have a really good reputation because we really care about offering awesome stuff to our clients.
I'm getting chunky with all the stuff you guys are sending.
Well, I would hope so. So here's the last picture I have with Gary Halbert before he passed away. This is Gary Halbert. This is Gary Benzavinga and John Carlton. If you could get that on the video up there.
It's great.
There you go. Yeah, great copywriters. All right, so I guess we'll go upstairs.
Yeah, show them the action. Show them where it's going down.
Yeah. I hope people are watching this whole entire video. Right. You know, one thing I should have pointed out is my buddy Hugh McLeod, who has a site called Gaping Void. He's written a couple of books, Ignore Everybody, Evil Plans, sort of great stuff. And so we have his art all over the walls here at Piranha Marketing. I love how they're hiding. People are coming up here hiding. So in here, there's this chair sprawled everywhere because right now we're setting. What are we doing?
We are getting set up for the Genius Network event, but I think what's going to be super cool is we're going to be streaming live. So by the time you're watching this video, in probably just a few hours, we're going to be streaming live and beaming all over the world. And we're going to be breaking down taking Joe's vault in his head from downstairs. We're going to be beaming that straight to your laptops, your computers, even your phones, and breaking down marketing. So I want you to share a little bit about what we're going to be talking about, and what is the before, during, and after unit, and how is that, and why is that so impactful?
Okay, well, you're going to have to watch the live cast in order to get a much deeper gist of it. But there's three. Don't think of your business as having just one thing, like one thing you need to do. There's actually three separate units of a business. There's the before unit, which is everything that you do to get business, generate leads. There's the during unit, after people are interacting with you, how do you deliver your services to them? How do you show up? What do you actually do in the during unit once they're doing business with you? And then the after unit, after somebody has given you money, what do you do to deliver world-class service so that they not only want to come back and do more business with you, but it orchestrates referrals. So if you think of your business as having three separate units, you're going to treat everything different, because some people are really good in the during unit, but they don't have enough leads. Some people are really great at the after unit, but they don't know what to do once we're there. So you want to, the chain is only as strong as the weakest link. And so if you think of your business in three separate units, and we have all kinds of tools and capabilities and strategies and methods that we're going to talk about on the live cast, so that you can improve all three units of your business and identify who is your single target market, what's the most important thing, and that's where you start. That's how you actually build a more successful business.
And I want to ask you, so with taking people through the before, during, and after, what is the net on that? What's the outcome? So for someone that tunes in, watches the live stream, and thinking about taking all the stuff that you're going to be downloading and teaching, we've got special guests that, I don't know if we should name the names, but we've got special guests literally flying in here to be here tomorrow for this live stream.
We could mention a couple.
Yeah,
We're going to have Dean Graziosi, who, is a
monster.
Just sold over $1 billion on the Dean brand. We've got Mike Koenigs, who's a super sharp guy. I might pull up Dan Sullivan and see if he'll say something. So we're going to have a Genius Network group with people running, over 40 people running multi-million-dollar companies that are going to be in the room as part of this. So we're not only doing a live cast, but we're going to have some of the most incredible entrepreneurs here. But to answer your question, what will people get out of it? First off, they're going to get clarity on how to think about their business, how to sell, how to market, how to position themselves. And we're going to give you a question from a video that I'm going to play from Dean Jackson, who I do the I Love Marketing podcast, which is the #1 marketing podcast in the world as far as I know. And so Dean's going to go through some of the before, during, and after strategy, so you not only understand what that means, but actually we're going to talk about how to apply it and give examples of that. You're going to get a lot of confidence, because when you hear this, you're going to have a different perspective on how to think about a business. Because again, I've been doing this for over 20 years. People don't think like this. They don't even know this sort of model exists. So we like models that will give you direction, confidence, capability, and clarity. So I believe when you're done, you're going to have all of those things, and that's going to allow you to be a more productive, a more leveraged entrepreneur. I'm a very big fan of productivity, which is maximum results, least amount of time, and leverage, which is maximum results, least amount of effort. And I try to think of the before, during, and after units as it relates to marketing, giving you leverage and allowing you to become more productive. And more than anything else, I think you're going to have a better idea of how to stop doing a bunch of stuff that you think you need to be doing, but it's actually wasting your time, and it's preventing you to reaching the opportunities that you want to reach.
It's going to be so awesome. So I'm super fired up. If you haven't already, just go to lifeonfire.com/livecast. So lifeonfire.com/livecast. You do not want to miss even a second of this. Get yourself registered. And I know I've been fortunate to be here, be hanging with you, be part of the Genius Network, and the impact that you've made in our business in just since August. So what is that? Just a couple of months has been incredible, because it's not just contacts and getting wisdom and secrets that you're going to get on the live stream, but it's also thinking about your business completely differently. And that's one of the things, I wasn't even expecting that as an outcome of just being near you, and to take all your wisdom in that vault and bring on these special guests, all this to a 60 to 90 minute live cast. There's so many things that are going to help you just think differently about your business and live what I call a life on fire. You're going to make more money, and also you're going to have more time freedom to do the things that you love.
Yeah, and I will mention, yes, in we're collaborating here. I mean, this was kind of we had a conversation and we turned it into this. And what entrepreneurs do is they make it up and they make it real. So me and Nick, just through talking, decided to make something up and make it real. And you get to be so you got to see some of the backstage of what's going on. Now watch this as part of the front stage performance, and I think you're going to learn a lot. And hopefully it will greatly impact the progress in your business. I think you'll have a lot of fun doing it. And I'm real happy. And you're a great example of a dude that just takes action, because paralysis by analysis is what a lot of people have. Gary Halbert, who I learned marketing from, he was a copywriter, would say, you'll accomplish more through movement than you will through meditation. And I meditate every day, and I'm a big believer, attack life and do stuff, and that's what Nick does. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, you're young, but you're driven and you're doing stuff, and that's what we hope to instill in you. If there's anything holding you back, participate in the live cast, because we just want to make you a better version of yourself. And if you don't even know what the hell you're doing, then obviously you really need to be there, because we're going to show you how to do it. So
awesome. So guys, lifeonfire.com/livecast. You don't want to miss a second of this thing, and we'll see you there. Cheers. Awesome.
Yeah.